Justin, just how cold are we talking here?
Oh, another night in the teens, guys, unfortunately. It feels like temperatures tomorrow night could be once again in the single digits. If you were up early this morning, you know just how cold we're talking about. Now, unfortunately, tonight we're dealing with a reinforcing shot of colder air thanks to a cold front approaching the forecast area. Behind that, certainly much colder air than what we saw this afternoon. You can see temperatures already in the 20s. It's 22 degrees in Lexington, 35 in Aiken, and 28 degrees in Saluda. Now, the eastern Midlands today had a tough time warming up. A lot of the snow that had fallen on Wednesday helped to reflect some of the heat of the day back up into the atmosphere, keeping the surface of the earth a little bit cooler in that neck of the woods. But here in the western and central Midlands, still relatively cool as well. You factor in the wind right now, and it does feel cooler. The one big difference between tonight and early this morning is the fact that wind won't be quite as bad tonight. So even though it's going to feel quite terrible out there, it won't feel quite as bad as what we saw yesterday. However, tomorrow night could feel even colder than this morning. Now, here's what the actual feels like temperatures are, guys. 16 degrees in Columbia, 16 in Lexington, 20 in Newberry, 19 in Winnsboro, and it doesn't get much better than there as you spread out across our forecast area. Tonight, the actual overnight low will be 17 degrees with clear skies. It will be cold, so once again, please, folks, bring your pets inside. Make sure that you're bundled up as well. Don't spend a lot of time outdoors if you can help it. And by tomorrow afternoon, we're talking about high temperatures once again only in the upper 30s, so we're not going to warm up very much, well below our normal high in the mid-50s here across the Midlands of South Carolina. But I do want to promise you this. There is finally some relief in sight, and the 7-day forecast may hold highs in the 50s and get this maybe even in the 60s. We've got a lot to talk about over the course of the next 7 days. We'll touch base later in the show.
Thank you, Justin. Well, all this week,